Hey guys, it's your boy Mark back with another video. And do you guys remember last year, 2019? The current year as I'm recording and uploading this is 2020, specifically November 4th, 2020. Do you guys remember last year in 2019 when right before Avengers Endgame came out? Well, actually technically I uploaded those uh movie thoughts after I saw Endgame, but I I did watch and film a whole bunch of movie thoughts in advance during my time that I was offline just before Avengers Endgame came out. And that was a lot of fun. Honestly, I did movie thoughts for movies like Unicorn Store, Triple Frontier. These are all 2019 releases, of course. And what's it called, Paddleton with Ray Romano and all that. I did all those. All right, and honestly, that was a blast. And at this point in the year, I wasn't sure I was going to do it again. But you know what? That's exactly what I'm going to try and do. I want to try to do movie. I'm going to try and watch a whole bunch of 2020 movies for y'all guys, and I'm gonna do and I'm gonna do what I did last year, but for 2020 movies, okay? And it's right at the end of the year, and you know what? If this ends up being an annual thing from now on, if I even succeed at this one in the first place, you know, then I'll probably just do it like at the end of the year. I won't do it like in April, and this isn't leading to some big movie thoughts that I'm gonna do right after everything, like Endgame was. Well, like I said, guys, I did watch and film my movie thoughts for a whole bunch of 2019 movies last year before Endgame. Like I actually watched and filmed those movie thoughts videos. You know what I mean? Like, and I want to do the same, except I'm not gonna. I'll upload them like the day that I watch them. Okay, this time I'm gonna do my best. All right. I feel like I'm confused on how to make sense into what I'm saying, but I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. And and yes, I got a whole list of bunch of 2020 movies I want to do thoughts on, and I'm gonna right here. I literally just finished this film, Tales from the Hood 3, 2020. I'm very excited to to watch a whole bunch of movies, guys, and do a whole bunch of movies thoughts for you guys as well. I just know I'm gonna feel so proud about all this. There's literally so many movies I'm planning to watch and do thoughts for y'all guys. Even just earlier tonight, when I watched Tales from the Hood 3, it brought me memories. It really felt like it was back when I was doing the same thing last year. It really did feel like it. This is a film that just released last month, October. I don't know. I actually watched this on Soap Today. To tell the truth, I did watch this on Soap Today. Tales from the Hood 3, and yes, I understand this is the third film, and yes, I have. Well, I haven't actually watched them in full, but I did watch Dead Meat's kill count videos for Tales from the Hood 1 and 2, and I feel like in a way you pretty much get the whole stories from those, and of course I could, if and when I eventually actually watch those movies for myself, but the first one, both the first two are like they definitely are. What was I gonna say? They definitely they have a lot of dark humor, at least, and but this third one, this is much more serious. Of course, there's still some silly, dark humor bits here and there, but I felt like this was a lot more serious, especially the wraparound story. If you guys don't know, the Tales from the Hood series is an anthology series, which is like a whole bunch of, short films, a whole bunch of short stories in one big movie. And we got four short stories in this one, and a whole wraparound story as well. Completely different wraparound story to the last two. Like, really serious feeling wraparound story. And they didn't use that quote that everybody loves from the first one. But like I said, guys, I haven't actually watched Tales from the Hood 1 and 2 in full. I watched the recaps, okay, on YouTube, okay, and I really feel like I got the story, just from those, I don't mean to offend anyone by saying that, and I really excited. I'm actually really enjoying myself right now. I hope you guys are too. I'm really enjoying myself recording this movie thoughts video for y'all. And Tales from the Hood 3 stars my boy Tony Todd. And Tony Todd, he played Candyman. Of course, he was Candyman. And I think, I could be wrong, I think he's in the upcoming 2021 Candyman film as well. Correct me if I'm wrong. And that was originally supposed to come out this year, and, but Tales from the Hood 3, honestly, I liked it. I had fun. It stars, like I said, it stars Tony Todd. And if you guys don't know, he actually liked a tweet of mine way back in 2016. And it was so epic because, oh man, because he posted something about someone's music, trying to advertise, I guess a friend of his music or something like that. And then I was like, I saw that nobody was responding to him or liking his tweet. And then I just said something like, "Oh, that's so cool." I responded something like that just because I knew no one was responding, and I figured he'd probably see my tweet and give it a like. And then what do you know? Later on, I got a notification: Tony Todd liked your tweet. And that was so epic. And your boy Slick, and to be honest, I didn't really care about the music he was trying to promote. No offense to him, and I hope that whole music thing went well and all, but I really did it just to get a like from Tony Todd, who I do admire and respect, and I think he's real cool. And it was so cool. I assumed he was gonna play I assumed he was gonna be Mr. Sims. I believe that's the main character of the series named Mr. Sims. I assumed he was playing Mr. Sims, but then I saw the poster. That doesn't look like a Mr. Sims type of character, on the, But I did enjoy him in this. His character was absolutely not what I expected at all. I'm gonna try and keep this as spoiler free as possible. I cannot promise that I might not slip out a couple spoilers, And yeah, honestly, guys, we're over 8 minutes into this, but honestly, I enjoyed this movie. It has a 4.8 on IMDb, but I liked it. I do enjoy anthology horror, and it was awesome for me to because I had no clue what was in this movie. I just knew Tales from the Hood 3 exists and is available to watch online. That's all I knew. And it stars Tony Todd. That's all I knew. And I was very happy to not know a single freaking thing about it. I really am happy about that. And that I don't know, I really enjoy it. I see a lot of people giving it 1 out of 10. People saying it's from Dead Meat's kill count, I thought Tales from the Hood 2 looked alright, actually. But like I said, I haven't actually watched the whole film in full. Like I said, I'm not trying to offend anybody by saying that. Yeah. I did enjoy this movie. It had a pretty cool song playing in the credits, I won't lie. And you know what? I guess I'll say the wraparound story of this movie was Tony Todd. You know, nice old man, and he's taking this little girl to see her mother, and you know, that's the whole wraparound story. And on the way there, she wants to tell him some stories, you know, and that's the whole wraparound plot. And as for like the stories of the 4 short stories in this, um, it oh, and by the way, they're also being chased by monsters. The little girl and Tony Todd, and they're trying to, you know, keep quiet from them. They're trying to stay hidden from them, and all that. And so yeah, but you know, 4 short stories. Every one of them, you know, it was like the second and the third one, especially, like the second and the third short stories, really kept me guessing. Like, where is this going? You know, and we actually had a white main character for the second story. Like, I'm not kidding about that. Like, that really surprised me. Like, it's not in the way you probably expect, but just by the way I'm saying it. But yeah, and you know, I guess I'll go through each story. I'll try not to spoil anything. Like I said, but you know, like I said, I can't promise you that, you know, but I don't think I will though. I don't think I will though. Anyway, the first story follows the first of the 4, you know, short stories. Follows this young man. He owns a building, and there's this family in one of the apartments, and he really needs them to move. Okay, unfortunately, it's a family. You know, they have a poor son who has cancer. You know, and because of his cancer, and they don't want him to be stressed and all that, they basically refuse to move. You know, that's very problematic, of course. And then he gets one of his friends to try and make them move. You know, to try and, you know, do some sneaky stuff to make the family move. But that whole plan just goes wrong, and it's just like pretty heartbreaking. You know, first short story. That's all I gotta say. It's of course it has horror elements to it. This is a horror movie. It's kind of easy to forget that I know that this is a horror film. Okay, and I really, you know, I really enjoyed it. I could see where it was going, but you know, I still did. And the second story, everyone, like from the reviews I saw on IMDb, everyone reckons the second story is the best one. I don't really, I don't think I feel the same way at all. Honestly, it was like I said, this was the one. It's not until like the very end of the second short story that you see where it's going. Okay, you see where it's went. Sorry, it's not until the very end, and you're like, what the heck? What? I'm still confused. I'm actually pretty confused by the story of the second one, actually. Oh, the whole ending, like, you know. This movie actually kind of reminds me of this other movie that I own on DVD called Holidays, another anthology film, just a little bit, you know, just a little bit. But yeah, the second story follows this racist white man who's been living in this place for 30 years, and you know, I guess the government wants him to go out and all that, and it's just a real twisty ending, you know. But yeah, that's all I'll say. I don't really know. I wasn't sure I was like following what he was saying, you know, the whole time either, you know. like for a lot most of the time, because he's like a living like in a post-apocalyptic type area, and he's a like I said, we follow a white character in this one. Never thought I'd see that in Tales from the Hood, even though I just heard about the series last month. um, but anyway, I don't know what to think of the second one. A lot of people reckon it's the best one, but I just don't know what to think of it, honestly. But yeah, now the third one, again, I think I might have liked the third one the most, actually. Maybe the third or the first one. Even though they're the ones, the third and the first one, I think, are the ones I like the most, actually. And the third one, it's this young girl who, well, a woman, not like a little girl, but a woman who really, wants a singing career and all that, and she meets this guy who's like, hey, you should come work for this old lady, this old rich lady, and then she's rich and all that, and then it turns out that basically the old lady insults the woman singing, and then that's when the guy comes with the plan. I don't know, just a certain plan, because they end up, getting together and all that, and it's a whole twisty. Like either this or the first one. I think I'll probably go with the first one though, because the first one had me really engaged, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna like this, man. Like yeah, I'd say the first one's my favorite, and then probably this one. But like I said, this isn't the best. I don't think I said it, but this isn't the best movie in the world. I still enjoyed it, and all that. And I don't want to say any more about the third one, because the third one is actually pretty freaky, honestly. The third one was, oh my gosh, the third one was pretty freaky, like when you see how it's, what's going on and all that. And the fourth one, you see exactly where it's going. The fourth one follows this no good robber guy, and he robs people, he steals stuff, and this woman puts a curse on him to feel all the pain that he's caused to others, and that's exactly where this one goes. And yeah, and then we finished the wraparound story. I did not expect this to be the ending to the I did not expect at all for how the wraparound story was going to end, but they didn't even use the shit line in this one. It kind of cracked me up because I heard it was like really forced in the second one and all that. That actually cracked me up from when I saw it in the recap video from, and wow, I did not expect that ending at all. Because like I said, the old man, played by Tony Todd, and the little girl, Tony Todd's like the only famous one in this movie, by the way. Like, you have no idea, like, what their relationship is, that's how I saw it, and, yeah, so yeah, I guess that's it. I actually had a blast, recording this. I hope you guys enjoyed this thoughts video. I guess that's it, Tales from the Hood 3, far from perfect. As of right now, I'll give it a 7. I enjoyed it. I definitely had a good time with myself, especially like in the beginning, especially. I could see myself, changing my mind later, giving this like a 6, but for now, it'll be nice. I'll give it a 7. And it's nice to have a Tales from the Hood movie, reviewed on my channel, And I wonder if they'll do a 4th one. That would be cool, So I hope you guys enjoyed my movie thoughts on Tales from the Hood 3, y'all. 2020 release, and I guess this is the only one I'm uploading tonight. By the way, I figured I'd just start with one, and this was clearly the one on my mind the most, so I decided I'd watch this. So yep, thank you guys for watching my movie thoughts on Tales from the Hood 3. Peace out.